Hi, my name is Natalie, and today I'm going to teach you how to create this boho flower bangle using Tinkercad. If you've not already done so, go to www.tinkercad.com on your computer. This link provides the software I will be teaching in today. Here's a look at what we'll be making in today's class. The inspiration for this piece comes from daisy flowers from the 60s and 70s. I love how simple and small the dots are and can be used to create texture and dimension. This bangle is made out of white acrylic and was made by the wonderful team over at Shapeways. Models can be printed in many other materials like this one in bronze. You can have your finished designs printed just like this by submitting your work on KiraKira.com. Now let's get started. Hi everybody, welcome back to my class. And today I'm going to show you how to design this boho bangle using Tinkercad. So here we are in our work plane. We're going to click and drag this ring that Tinkercad has lovely and provided for us out here onto our work plane. I'm going to make it bigger and then I'm going to reduce the size down to about 5 millimeters. So 5 millimeters is a pretty good size for our bangle, and then I'm going to adjust the sides. The sides here will make it a smooth surface, so that'll be good. So let's play around with how big it is. So this has to go over our hand, so I'm going to make it 75 millimeters by 75 millimeters, making it a perfect circle. And then that should be able to fit over my fist. So next we're going to create the little flower design. So I'm just going to stick it right here in the middle, just because. I'm going to get it perfectly in the center by clicking on my line adjusters. And then so I'm going to use these little half spheres because they're basically just like the little dots that I want for my little flower. So I'm going to click and drag them out here individually. Let's zoom on in. And we're going to copy and paste, or you can continue to drag them from the half sphere side menu. But if you click on the Alt or Option key on your keyboard, you can actually just click and drag and it'll duplicate your little dot. So there we go. That was quick and easy. I'm going to adjust my snap grid so I can kind of adjust these with my little arrows over here. So to make sure that they're all connecting and will connect and be one and pretty even here. So let's do a little adjustments. Yeah, that looks good. So now that we've done that, I'm gonna select all of them and I'm gonna adjust the size. So I want these 2 millimeters by 2 millimeters by 1 millimeter high. So that'll give it, it'll be really teeny tiny and small, and so I'm gonna move it over here. All right, so let's start here. So there it is. Now I'm going to copy and paste this all the way around. Oh, first we need to group all these together. So we're just going to group all those by selecting them all and grouping them together. And now it's one piece. So the ring is one piece, and now this one little flower is one piece. So for when we copy and paste this little ring, or rather hold Alt and Option key and just click and drag over, I'll be actually copying the entire little flower instead of just those little half spheres individually. So this is the part that's going to take the longest. So we're going to adjust the view so we can kind of do this. So we're just going to eyeball this and see if we can kind of get those dots for the flowers around the ring about equally spaced. So here we go, here we go. You don't have to be too perfect about this, so don't worry about that. And then I'm gonna do it like halfway around. And then I'm just gonna start clicking by holding Shift. It will select all of these little dots, all my little flowers here. And I'm gonna copy and paste all of these. So Command or Control C and Command or Control V, and copy them over here. Click and drag them away, and then I'm going to select on this flip or rotate. So see these arrows? If you hover over it, you can see which way, and so this bottom one is the correct way that I want to flip these. And so that's done, and then reselect them all and bring them back over to our bangle. So I have these two little odd gaps here. I'm going to just fix those by giving myself another flower here and another flower here. Perfect. So that looks pretty good. All right, now we have the task of trying to get all of these onto our bangle. So this is the part that's going to be pretty tricky and it's going to take a really long time, but I know that you guys can do it. All right, so I'm going to angle it so I can take a better look at my my little dots, my little flowers. So I'm going to click, see these little curved arrows? That means that they are for rotating. You're going to see a little spin wheel, and that's going to be what degree or angle that you're actually turning these little flowers. So they need to be on the middle of my bangle, which means that I'm gonna lift it up with our little triangle, black triangle, and kind of position them in the middle of the bangle. So some of them are gonna be, when you turn them upwards, they're gonna be on the wrong angle to actually move back to the bangle and kind of set them into the side so they're all connected. So you kind of like rotate it one way, and then I'm gonna have to rotate it the other way. With the beta version, you can actually, of Tinkercad, you can actually type in the angle that you want, so it might be different. You're going to have to play with it. So let's just see how it goes, right? So we're going to do this many times, and I'm going to kind of speed on through, but you just take your time and play with them and click on the little rotating arrows. Sometimes you'll rotate it and it'll be the wrong way. So just, click Command Z or Control Z and you can undo it and then start back over again on that one. So, so 90 degrees. So lift it up and back it up. Lift it up, and I'm gonna set all of mine to 1 millimeter. So that should be good. Looks about right. And again, these aren't going to be perfect. I'm going to use my little arrow keys to kind of adjust and scoot those back. We have another class of this done in Fusion 360, which is a lot more precise and a lot easier. It's more complicated, but getting the angles right and spacing them out correctly will be easier in that program as opposed to this. On Tinkercad, we're just going to eyeball it. So here we go on our last one, and there. Make sure that everything is adjusted. And so here's the top view. They look pretty good. A couple of these look a little closer together than others. So I'm just gonna quickly here do a couple of adjustments. But for the most part, they look pretty good. I'm happy with it. If you need to make adjustments, you go right on ahead and do that as well. So you can make sure that your snap grid is at 0.1 millimeters. That will make you have very, very specific adjustments when you're moving these guys around. Okay, so I'm going to select all, and I'm going to group them all together by hitting this little mountain peak icon up here in our menu bar. And so there we go. Now it's all one piece. Now all those dots have been fused together to our bangle. And I'm going to turn my bangle blue because I like blue. And so that looks good. So we're going to go back to our Tinkercad profile and check it out because I want to see it in 3D so I can kind of move it around and check it out. Again, we're going to go to Properties to change the name. We're going to have Boho Bangle and save our changes, and there it is. Okay, so click on this. It'll bring it up. And then there we go. We can spin it around and download it for 3D printing as an STL. So again, Tinkercad will automatically save that to your computer or browser, and you're done.
Now that you know how to create this boho flower bangle, you can use the same tools we worked with today to create your own designs. Your imagination is your only limit. Check out KiraKira.com and watch more videos from our amazing team. Remember to show off your designs by uploading your files to your KiraKira profile. Thanks again, and we hope you've learned a lot. And remember to learn, design, make, and repeat.